I'm nosy in this hip hop drama, bro. I don't give a fuck. DDG files for DDG files for full custody. Claims Halle tried to harm herself and their child. What?
So DDG just filed a court order to stop Halle from leaving the country with their son. Claims she's a risk to herself and the infant. Now,
Wow.
according to documents obtained by TMZ, DDG has filed an emergency motion to stop Halle Bailey from taking their infant son out of the country. He's claiming that she poses an emotional and psychological risk to the child. DDG filed docs Wednesday morning asking for an emergency hearing because he says Halle has made plans to fly with their son Halo to Italy on Saturday. He says the courts shouldn't allow this because Halle isn't mentally healthy enough to care for herself and their child. And he worries about what she might do if she leaves the court jurisdiction. DDG provides examples of alleged conduct he thinks is
Damn, she was I don't think she would do anything to the kid, but still not having somebody that's right in the mind, man. DDG has all right to file this motion, and did it get? I don't think it got passed right. That's troubling, man.
Claiming that Halle once took his weapon and left the house without telling him where she was going. DDG alleges he ultimately found her out claiming that Halle once took his weapon and left the house without telling him where she was going.
What the hell? Oh, hell no. Never mind. Yeah, this should have got passed. What the fuck? What was she gonna do? This bitch is crazy.
Alleges he ultimately found her outside just holding the weapon. He says she was pregnant when this incident went down. He also alleges Halle once tried to terminate the pregnancy behind his back, but she ultimately changed her mind and decided to go through with it. On another occasion, 2 months after Halo was born, DDG claims Halle sent him a series of alarming text messages threatening to off herself and suggesting that their infant son Halo might also
be. See? That's not right, my bro. She's basically suggesting that he also. This bitch is weird, yo.
Harmed.
I did not know
Bailey has accused DDG of abusive behavior in the past, including once when she alleged he slammed her face into a steering wheel and chipped her tooth. Well, DDG tells a different version of events, claiming he came to pick up Halo for his custodial time with his son. But Halle jumped into his back seat when he did, demanding they came up with a formal co-parenting schedule. DDG alleges she became increasingly agitated and started jumping from the back seat to hit him, and her momentum carried her forward and she smacked her head on the stern wheel. In fact, DDG says he was actually on the receiving end of abuse by Halle, including photos of a large cut on his hand in the docs, which he says Bailey caused. DDG is asking the judge to block Halle from taking Halo to Italy. He also wants sole legal and physical custody of their son, or if he's not granted sole custody, he wants all custodial exchanges facilitated by a third party. So DDG is now going for sole custody. Now this is gonna get messy, which I knew it was because hey, they both have money for good lawyers, and this is gonna be a tough one. Now he filed this 3 days before Halle is supposed to leave for Italy. So could you imagine how she's feeling right now? I mean, she has to leave in 3 days for work. Now she has to deal with this. Not sure if that was intentionally done, but you guys leave your opinions on all this down in the comment section below. But let's move on to this next topic with Ed, Crystal, and Jazz.
All right, we don't care about that. Damn. Prayers for DDG, man, and Halle, man. Like, hopefully you don't know what anybody's going through mentally and psychologically, man. So there's just certain stuff like that. Like, you can't even really you can't even put on somebody, bro, because mental illness is really a thing. And whenever a child is involved and they might be harmed, it's a whole different ball game, my bro. Like, that shit's just crazy to me. Damn, I don't think it got passed neither, but fuck, bro. What happens when you get too much fucking money, bro, and you start messing with these people that got money too. It's just pride, bro. I feel like there's a lot of pride that went into this. Let me know what y'all think.